All right, so this week's lecture is about proposals. So what you've got to do this week is a proposal for the small business website you're going to be doing. And I just wanted to kind of break down a proposal and actually show one of the proposals that I thought was a good one from a former class that's doing exactly what you're doing right now. So first things first, just kind of proposals, what's the point of proposal in general? It's to ensure that you and the client are both on the same page logistically speaking. That's the whole point of this, is that to say, the things that, again, keep in mind you're going to be meeting with the client, discussing this job with the client, and then, after that initial meeting, then you produce the project proposal. So really half of this is just kind of you letting the client know, hey, this is what we talked about and what we agreed upon. And so that the client can sit down and look at it and not misremember things from the initial meeting to when you guys are going forward. So it's just kind of a check and a balance type of deal. So anyway, that being said, this is what I want it to look like. All right, so first things first, we got a nice cover page here. States what it's for is for web design, who it's for. You got some nice graphical layout here. Don't go too crazy overboard on it, but that looks pretty good. Objectives. So what do I want in an objective section? This is what I'm talking about. You got to break down and figure out what's the objective of this website, right? So we're creating a pleasing looking website, communicating the culture of this store, informing the viewers of services, that kind of stuff. So that type of deal there is, it's like, showing what's the point of the website. Why are we, why are we even creating this? What's the objective? Sometimes you'll find your clients can't even quantify that, which is not a good thing. So it's to get you guys both on the same page. What is this supposed to do? Is it supposed to drive in-house sales? Is it supposed to, I don't know, pipe out to something else? I don't know. Watch your spell checking, by the way, too. If there's some things misspelled in here that should have been caught. So recommendations, right? So based on the objectives, like say the objective of the website is to drive people to further, in-house brick and mortar sales, then these recommendations should reflect that. Like what are we doing? Design consultation, type of thing. Each member of the team should have an about page. There should be a linked portfolio on multiple pages. So it's really, you can do broad recommendations. You can do very precise recommendations, things like that. It's just kind of a section that you say, hey, me as the professional, I recommend that you as a business do, 3 videos expressing your services. I recommend you do a full website rollout that has these 5 things on it. However thick you want to make this section, kind of up to you, right? And then you get into some of the technical details. Now, again, this can vary from site to site. This has a site map and, kind of goes through, the home page, the about page services. Again, this is necessary just to get the client thinking, how many pages do we want on this website, right? So that's, again, all kind of at the service of the client. A schedule. Definitely has to be a schedule in there to show when things are due by. You got to know your deadlines. Also, more importantly, I find for this, though, is the fact that your client needs to know when things are due. So really the biggest part that I find as a professional in the field that creates difficulty for me is the clients getting me the things I need to put into the website, like the pictures and the text. So I'm constantly waiting on clients to get me things, and this is a great place you can give them assignments to do things and to let them know things are due at a certain time. So don't forget that. Next section, budget. Man, you have to have something like this. Hopefully you talked about it, a budget of some sort in the initial meeting with your client. Just remember, basic thing in the business world and in the design world as well, the first person to lay down a number for that budget loses. So if at all humanly possible, get your client to tell you what their budget is first before you tell them how much you're going to bill, because they may quote something like far above and beyond what you thought they were going to say. And if you don't let them say the number first, you've just kind of hosed yourself out of that money. So get a good budget. How do you get this budget? We can go into a little bit later. I want you to kind of spitball it. Figure out, give me an idea how much you want to charge for your services. Do a little research beforehand. Might not be a bad idea. I'm going to address this later in other lectures, but give me what your first thought is on this. And then you should have some section somewhere. This was an interactive PDF, but some section somewhere where the client can sign it and you can sign it, and it's all nice and legal. So that way, if they walk away from the payment, you've got something to prosecute them with. So there you go. That's kind of what I'm looking for. Is that's a pretty loose idea of a proposal. It can come in a lot of different flavors. Just give me those sections minimally, and try to give, again, it's all going to depend on the details on your site, but try to give me a nice full roundabout or roundup of what you're thinking for, what you're proposing for this website. Kind of view me as the client on this, and give me enough details to work with. So again, if you got any questions or concerns, shoot me an email, shoot me a message on Canvas, that kind of thing. All right, have a good day.